There's a moment in every man's life when a watch stops being a status symbol and becomes a story. A story of patience, of precision, of moments earned rather than rushed. The truth is, after 50, a man doesn't wear a watch to tell time. He wears it to remember that time itself is his most valuable luxury. Every scratch on the bezel, every curve in the leather strap, every quiet tick beneath the glass. They speak of places he's been, people he's met, lessons he's learned. The refined man no longer reaches for what shines the brightest. He reaches for what feels right, what carries weight, history, and harmony. Because a true timepiece doesn't compete for attention. It blends with your rhythm, moves with your silence, and reflects the calm authority of experience. And when that watch rests on your wrist, it doesn't just mark the passing of hours, it marks how far you've come. This is not about watches. It's about time and the kind of man who knows how to wear it well. Secret 1. The story on your wrist. What a watch really says about you. Before a man speaks, his watch already introduces him. It's a subtle language, one that doesn't shout, but reveals how he values time, how he moves through the world, and how he's learned to live with rhythm and grace. When you're young, a watch can be about attention, bold designs, oversized dials, the desire to be seen. But after 50, something changes. You no longer wear a watch to impress. You wear it to express not wealth, but character. A true gentleman's watch carries the quiet dignity of experience. It doesn't compete for attention, it earns it, slowly, through craftsmanship and meaning. Every tiny scratch on the bezel, every softened edge of a leather strap, every slight patina on the metal. They're not imperfections. They're proof that life has been lived, that time has passed beautifully, not wasted. The right watch doesn't need to sparkle to speak. It whispers about discipline, patience, and authenticity. It tells the world you understand restraint, that elegance, at its highest form, lies in control, not display. A man's wrist, if you pay attention, can tell you more than his words. A dress watch with a slim gold case and a brown strap speaks of tradition and quiet refinement. A vintage chronograph suggests adventure, precision, and a respect for heritage. A minimalist steel watch reflects balance, focus, and confidence in simplicity. Each timepiece reveals not what a man owns, but what he values. Because watches are never really about time, they're about how you choose to spend it. A man who wears his watch with intention shows that he values every second, not for its number, but for its meaning. And that's what separates fashion from style, and appearance from presence. The watch becomes a mirror of composure, a daily reminder of who you are when the world slows down. It's the quiet tick beneath the noise of life, reminding you that the moments that truly matter don't demand attention, they deserve it. When a man over 50 puts on his watch, he's not putting on an accessory. He's putting on memory, discipline, and identity. Because, in the end, the story on your wrist isn't about the watch itself. It's about the man who wears it, and the life that gives it meaning. Secret 2. The classics never age. Iconic styles. Every mature man should know. Fashion moves in circles, trends rise and fade, but true style never leaves the room. For the man over 50, this truth becomes clearer with every passing year. What lasts isn't what's new, but what's right. A well-chosen timepiece belongs to that rare category of timeless classics. The kind that doesn't need updating, only maintaining. Because the right watch, much like a tailored suit or a pair of polished leather shoes, carries the quiet power of permanence. Think of the icons that have endured decades of shifting trends. The minimalist dress watch with a white dial and black leather strap, the elegant chronograph with clean symmetry, the steel sports watch that balances strength and sophistication. These designs endure because they don't try too hard. They respect proportion, celebrate restraint, and understand the value of simplicity. A man who wears them understands that refinement isn't about standing out. It's about standing correctly, with balance, confidence, and quiet intention. After 50, the way you choose your watch says everything about how you see yourself. Do you value heritage over hype? Function over flash? The mature man doesn't chase novelty. He honors legacy. He chooses a timepiece that could have belonged to his father and one he'd be proud to pass down to his son. Because timelessness isn't about avoiding change, it's about evolving with grace. The watch you wear isn't just an accessory, it's a continuation of a conversation between generations. It connects you to craftsmen who spent hours perfecting balance, precision, and durability. It connects you to moments of promotion, a wedding, a quiet morning coffee that together form the rhythm of your life. In the end, every classic design teaches one profound lesson. Elegance doesn't demand attention, it earns respect. And for the man over 50, that's the most powerful statement of all. Secret 3. The right watch for the right moment. Matching timepieces with life's occasions. Every man's life is made of moments, some loud, some quiet, but all worth marking. And while style is constant, the right watch for each occasion is what gives it rhythm. A refined man doesn't just own a watch, he understands when and how to wear it. Because, just like words, a timepiece carries context. A suit may define your presence, but your watch defines your timing. For formal occasions, weddings, black tie dinners, or milestone events, the choice is clear. A classic dress watch. Thin, discreet, and often on a leather strap. A white or ivory dial, framed in gold or steel, speaks of respect, not excess. It doesn't compete with your tuxedo. It complements your grace. At work or in business settings, your watch should echo your professionalism without distraction. A sleek automatic or minimalist piece, perhaps in stainless steel, with a clean dial, tells the world that you value precision, not showmanship. It's for the man whose time is organized, whose day moves with quiet authority. For leisure or weekends, it's about ease. A sport or field watch, durable yet refined, fits naturally with linen shirts, chinos, and leather loafers. Its strength is not in luxury but in readiness. It's the watch you wear when you're not performing, but simply living. And then there are family gatherings, the timeless moments when you're not dressing up but showing up. Here, a vintage piece carries soul. The faded dial, the softened strap, the story behind it, these are what make it powerful. Because it's not just telling the time, it's telling your story. Every occasion has its tempo. Knowing which watch to wear isn't about rules, it's about awareness. Awareness of where you are, who you're with, and what you're honoring. A true gentleman never wears a watch to be noticed. He wears it because it belongs to the moment perfectly, effortlessly, and with purpose. In the end, elegance is not in the number of watches you own, but in how naturally each one becomes part of your life's rhythm. The man who understands this doesn't collect watches, he collects memories. Secret for form meets function. Choosing the right watch for every occasion. The perfect watch is not the most expensive one, it's the one that fits both your lifestyle and your rhythm. Because every man's day is divided into moments: work, travel, leisure, celebration, and each moment deserves its own kind of precision. Style without purpose feels empty. That's why the refined man doesn't collect watches randomly. He curates them with intent. He understands that the right timepiece doesn't just tell time. It tells the story of where you are and what matters most. For business and professional life, your watch should speak the language of discipline and credibility. Choose an automatic or quartz dress watch, slim, balanced, discreet, under a shirt cuff. A steel or two-tone case with a white, navy, or charcoal dial delivers quiet confidence. No flashing bezels or oversized crowns, just clarity and proportion. Because in the boardroom, your watch isn't there to impress. It's there to reassure. When you travel, your watch should adapt to movement. A GMT or World Time watch is both practical and symbolic. Practical, because it lets you track time zones. Symbolic, because it reflects a man whose life has expanded beyond borders. Leather straps suit classic travelers, while steel bracelets endure the wear of airports, meetings, and distant dinners. It's not just about durability, it's about continuity, a sense of belonging wherever you go. For formal events, weddings, galas, or evenings of significance, simplicity reigns supreme. A slim gold or polished steel dress watch on a black or brown leather strap embodies timeless elegance. Under candlelight, it doesn't glare, it glows. It's not meant to stand out, but to align seamlessly with the grace of your presence. And for the quiet weekends, morning walks, cafe reading, slow conversations, a casual field, or pilot watch in muted tones, olive, sand, or taupe, balances comfort and style. It says, "I've slowed down, but I haven't stopped caring." The truth is, after 50, your watch choices become less about fashion and more about flow. Each watch becomes a companion, not a statement, an extension of who you are and how you move through time. Form meets function when your timepiece serves not your vanity, but your values. Because elegance, like time, isn't something you chase. It's something you carry, quietly, on your wrist. SECRAT. 5. Quiet luxury in motion. How confidence completes the timepiece. A fine watch is never complete until it finds its place not in a box, not on display, but on the wrist of a man who knows who he is. Because confidence, not craftsmanship, is what truly brings a timepiece to life. After 50, luxury changes its meaning. It's no longer about how much you own, but how deeply you understand what you own. The watch you wear doesn't define your worth, it reflects your peace. You've worn the loud years, the ones chasing recognition, applause, and validation. Now, your elegance lives in quieter rhythms, the steady tick of a balanced movement, the soft gleam of brushed steel under morning light, the feeling of a leather strap molded by time and touch. That's quiet luxury. Not a price tag, but a presence. It's the art of understatement, the power of not needing to prove anything. Because when you wear confidence, even silence speaks. In a world obsessed with visibility, the refined man values discretion. He doesn't flash his watch, he carries it naturally. It moves with him as he raises a glass, writes a note, or shakes a hand. The timepiece becomes part of his expression, not his ego. True elegance lies in that balance between awareness and ease, between structure and flow. It's not about performing style, it's about embodying it. When your posture is calm, your gestures deliberate, and your eyes certain. The watch on your wrist no longer stands out. It belongs. And that's where timelessness begins. Because luxury without confidence is decoration, but confidence with restraint, that's mastery. It's knowing you don't need to announce quality. You simply wear it, live it, move with it. So, as the second hand turns, remember this. Your watch doesn't keep time, it keeps you grounded. It marks not just the hours you live, but the grace with which you live them. A quiet man, a confident presence. A watch that doesn't shout because it doesn't have to. That's the true luxury of motion. In the end, a watch is never just about time. It's about how a man chooses to live within it. Every scratch, every faded strap, every polished case carries a quiet echo of who you've been and who you've become. After 50, you no longer measure life by hours or appointments. You measure it by presence, the stillness between moments, the calm in how you carry yourself, the grace in every ordinary day. Your watch doesn't make you elegant, your confidence does. But when the two align, craftsmanship and composure, precision and peace, something timeless happens. You stop chasing time and start living it. Because elegance, in its purest form, is not seen, it's felt. And just like a great watch, the most refined men never try to shine, they simply endure, quietly, beautifully, over time.